SuperHot VR is a strategy FPS game where time moves only when you move. Unique in its genre, with some calling it an iconic staple, the game has been appreciated for nearly 7 years. But is it still the case today? Join me to review the dynamics, mechanics, and components to see if SuperHot is still a hot take for the upcoming 2023, and if you should dip in your pockets for this game. Stay tuned to find out. SuperHot has minimalistic visuals with white and gray environments and bright red enemies that make them stand out. Compared to their prototype debut back in 2013, we can see their graphics have greatly evolved over time. The shattering animation of these red glowing antagonists really has a satisfaction to it. Music and sound effects are also quite simplistic. Reserved background music in key moments, along with gunfire and slow motion sound effects giving out some Matrix vibes. Where the game really stands out is its real-time time distortion concept, where you decide how fast or slow you want to play the game. The minimalistic visuals and sound, combined with a strong gameplay mechanic, is really where its originality shines. Speaking of mechanics, SuperHot is available on flat screen, yet really found a calling on VR. The immersion provided is quite something. The game puts you in spots where dodging, crouching, and moving around really give the best chance at survival. All this while reaching for a weapon and escaping a cloud of bullets. The simple graphics and the ability to slow time really prevent frame drop. This combined with the incredible movement fluidity, it really keeps you immersed into the game environment. And as surprising as it may be, motion sickness was not an issue. Now, even with an amazing immersive experience, there are some downsides. The game limits the ability to use joysticks for moving, therefore, you need space. If you have a small play area, you might find yourself in situations where reaching for a weapon is simply not possible. These are infrequent occasions, but annoying nonetheless. On the other hand, if you have a larger play area, you can really take full advantage of the different level maps. Whether a secret government project made to kill people, designated sleeper agents, or even a sentient AI going rogue, the theory crafting list is not short for SuperHot, as the game really leaves us a lot to think about. As you can guess, the storyline is very ambiguous with very little to lead on. All we know for sure is that you're required to use old floppy disks to enter virtual worlds and make your way to a pyramid and destroy it, all while obliterating enemies. Depending on your speed, this story can be quite short and accomplish anywhere from 1 to 3 hours. The tactics and challenges have definitely more to offer than its storyline. As mentioned, our goal is to reach and destroy an unexplained pyramid. But in reality, your goal will mostly be to fight your way through increasingly difficult levels, where more and more enemies gang up on you from different directions. Plenty close and long range weapons along with props are introduced as you progress in the game. This further embellishes your path to destructive mayhem. You're also put in situations where physical crouching and dodging are more critical than the previous, where strategy and slowing or speeding time are increasingly beneficial to your survival, all in a fun and enjoyable way. However, depending on how you decide to go about your gameplay, this can really turn into an exercise. Once you've destroyed the pyramid, you realize going through the same story can get somewhat repetitive. To compensate, the game does have a lot of different bonus modes along with leaderboards you can choose from. This can extend your playtime and put to the test your abilities to play around with the game's mechanics. As example, speedrunning mixed with the game time distortion concept can really get challenging. Accounting for the short length of time required to complete this game, the price tag for it is quite steep, coming in at 35 Canadian or 25 USD. For this price, you might opt to put your funds towards other top tier games for a better bang for your buck, but if you manage to snatch SuperHot on a Steam sale or any other platform you use, you're looking at an amazing worthwhile game. For PCVR users, if you happen to miss a good sale, you can always have the option to purchase a Steam code on a third-party vendor such as G2A, who currently has the game a little over $10. After all these factors, should you buy SuperHot VR for 2023? Considering the game is relatively short for its high price tag, the answer should be no. However, with the amazing mechanics, sense of challenge, and immersivity the game provides, I would absolutely recommend adding SuperHot VR to your wishlist and wait for a juicy deal. If you're a first-time VR user, I would most definitely add it to my cart. This game is a gem to introduce yourself or friends into VR games. The concept is easy to understand and gives a very smooth and fluid immersive experience to the user with little to no motion sickness, over the fact of having the ability to go as slow or as fast as you want. So in today's video, we learned that SuperHot VR is a game with simple graphics and sound effects, offering little of a storyline, but delivering on its game mechanics and immersivity. Crouching, crawling, and dodging are an integral part of the gameplay, so you preferably want a decent play area, but can manage with a smaller one. You progress throughout the game with more challenging environments than the previous, while using close and long-range weapons to create a path of destructive mayhem on a growing amount of enemies. Once completed, you can always enjoy bonus level that includes leaderboards and personal rankings. This game is highly recommended to new and old users, provided you can find yourself a good deal on your platform, Steam, or other third parties. On that note, let me know in the comments if you think SuperHot VR will be on your wish list for 2023, or why not. If you enjoyed this type of content and found any useful information, please think about giving that like and subscribe button a gentle tap. Thank you for watching, see you in the next one.